If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon. Hey everybody, got our bird here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube. And for another week of Hallowtober. And the first week of Hallowtober for worst movies, awful. I hated that movie so much. I hated editing that movie so much. I was like, God damn it, we are doing a fun one. We are doing Sleepaway Camp.
Nice.
And the first thing I have to say is, yes, I know some people are going to be like, hey, this is a classic. Hey, this movie doesn't suck. Yes, it's a classic. And yes, it kind of fucking sucks. I love this movie. I have seen this movie multiple times. But yeah, I see it has hardcore weaknesses as a movie, but it's still awesome nonetheless.
It's good and bad.
So it starts off with shots of the empty Camp Arawak, with scary music playing.
Yeah, you hear like voices and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When credits are over top of that and stuff. And then it cuts to these kids, a boy and a girl, with one of their dads on this little teeny tiny boat hanging out. While these kids are in a speedboat pulling a water skier. And the
chick's like, yeah, she's just like, I want to drive. And he's like, no.
Well, anyway, they say this.
Hey, Craig, how about letting me take her around once, huh?
Come on, Marianne, you know I can't do that.
Well, don't be such a stiff. I know how to drive these things. My old man's got one twice as big.
Yeah, and is your old man gonna give me a job when I get fired?
Lighten up, will ya? No one's gonna see his way out here.
But he gives in anyway.
Well, first, before he gives in, the kids walk to the father and their boat tips.
Yeah.
So they end up in the water, and now the dude relents and lets her fucking drive.
Come on, please.
All right.
Super.
But look, just for a minute.
We're missing a part because didn't the dude on the beach was like, hey, we gotta go or whatever.
Yeah, he says this.
Hey, John, we gotta go meet the doc. John! It's almost 4:30. Doc's gonna be here soon.
I wasn't bringing it up because it wasn't really necessary, but I guess you do need to see him for later on.
You do.
Because if you have not seen this movie, we're gonna try to not spoil it until the end.
I didn't see this movie.
Oh yeah,
this
was his first time, and the fucking twist of this movie fucking caught Bird off guard, which I was fucking surprised of and great. I was happy about because I filmed it and it'll be in the outtakes of this fucking video.
Definitely didn't expect it.
So anyway, the girl's driving the boat and she's not looking forward at all. Like, blatantly not looking forward. She's finding any reason to look back.
She's looking back and the chick in the back's like, what happened?
Yeah, here. So, they finally look right before, and then they try to turn, but it's too late, so they run over the fucking family with their boat.
They just take about sploot.
Oh my God! Somebody help the people!
And then it fucking shows a body floating and a life jacket, and the skiers like just in the water screaming here.
Get us out of the boat, please! Oh my God, we didn't have a boat! Oh my God! Somebody help them!
Well, I mean, as you would, if you saw that shit that happened right
Well,
before.
yeah.
Like,
Well, most likely, since the boat was still going, they probably drug her over top of one of the bodies as well. That might have been what knocked her off of the skis.
And that's probably what really helped. That would probably be really traumatizing. You know, if you were pulled over top of the body, like, you know.
So it cuts to 8 years fucking later, and we're at Ricky and Angela's house.
Right. They're all grown up now.
Well, they're 8 years older. They're not grown
Well, they're not
up.
grown up, but they're older.
So, right, and now we get my favorite performance of this whole fucking movie. Ricky's mom, the aunt to Angela, and she's fucking batshit insane.
Look what I did. I packed you and your cousin some goodies for the ride up to camp. Wasn't that nice of me?
Any chips?
Why, of course. I believe there's a whole bag. Why, I'm almost sure of it.
She just got out of theater class, you know?
Well, dude, her fucking performance is almost on par with, like, the witch from Troll 2. You know, the one that was always like...
Yeah. She talks really loud.
And, you know, Angela and Ricky are getting ready to go to Camp Arawak.
Oh, I believe she does.
Gotta go, Mom. It's getting late. Why, of course you do, dear. We wouldn't want them to leave without us, now would we? No? No, I'm afraid that wouldn't do.
But Aunt forgets about something, so she, you know, says this.
I believe that I've forgotten something. Now what can it be? Oh, I remember what it is. I knew I wouldn't forget. I just kept reminding myself. In fact, I tied a string around my finger so I wouldn't forget. See?
I tied it around my finger.
Yeah, and she got like fucking man hands.
But what she forgot was the physical slips. Ricky and Angela's physical slips. She's a doctor and she filled them out herself, but she knows they get, well, here.
Here they are, all filled out and signed by yours truly. Wasn't that nice of me? What are they? Why, they're your physicals, of course. We can't go to camp without our physicals now, can we? Just be careful not to tell anyone how you got them. Oh, no, I'm afraid that they wouldn't approve of that at all. Even though they know that I am a doctor.
That kind of comes into play way later as well, so we'll just move on from that.
Yeah.
So they say their goodbyes.
Well, run along now.
So long, Mom.
Goodbye, my angel. I hope you have a good time. But of course you will. Take good care of my little girl, Richard.
Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, dear.
And then it cuts to kids arriving at camp.
And they're fucking freaking out. They're excited to be there.
Well, they're all fucking running.
They're all running. And I was like,
you want to know who else is fucking excited? The fucking chef. Because the fucking pedo fucking chef says this.
And look at all that young, fresh chicken. Where I come from, we call them baldies. Makes your mouth water, don't it?
oh, he's real. He's like,
And then James Earl Jones's dad, which is for real, James Earl Jones's dad, responds with this.
Artie, they're too young to even understand what's on your mind.
Ben, good buddy, there ain't no such thing as being too young. You're just too old.
and he was right to call him out. You know what I mean?
But he didn't call him out that much.
Not really. He just, you know, he pointed out that he was a sick fuck and then went back in to peel potatoes. But, like, yeah, he even sounded like, you know, they sounded like.
So Ricky and Angela are walking around and they run into Ricky's friend Paul.
Ah, Ricky, how you doing? Paul, great to see you. Good dinner? You know, same old shit. Hey, this is my cousin Angela. How you doing? She's kind of shy, I guess. You know, first time away from home and all. Listen, I gotta take her down to a bunk, so I'll catch you down the hill, okay? You got it.
And Paul just has to bring up how Judy grew tits over the fucking year.
Hey, Rick! Wait till you get a load of Judy. Man, oh man! Oh, yeah? You'll see. Me and Judy were steadies last summer. Hey, you'll probably be in the same cabin.
She grew up like vegetables.
And then Ricky says hey to Judy.
Judy! Yo, Judy! How you doing?
And just as you'll see throughout this movie, Judy is just a fucking bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. She's full on.
Guess I'm not good enough for her anymore.
I didn't quite understand, like, why did she feel necessary to keep going, digging, and digging?
She was a bitch to but not just Angela, she was a bitch to absolutely everybody.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, yeah, she was a bitch to Angela, but she was a bitch to Ricky.
Who were those guys?
Just some boys I met today.
Weren't they a little old for you?
Don't you know girls mature before boys?
That's bullshit and you know it.
Ricky, I don't have time for your nonsense right now.
Well, excuse me, bitch.
She was a bitch to fucking Paul.
Excuse us, kids. Don't they make a lovely couple?
Yeah, she's
a bitch to that dude she was making out with fucking later, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
Why's it gotta be so wet?
Yeah, she was a bitch.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. So anyway, we cut to Angela going into the cabin, you know, being Angela-like, which basically means sitting on her bunk, staring straight ahead, not saying anything, while the counselors introduce themselves.
Counselors.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, the name is Meg. M-E-G.
This here is Susie. You got any problems? This is the complaint department. Got it? Okay? Capiche?
What the fuck, dude? You weren't fucking Cape Fear on me. Counselor?
So Angela stares at fucking Judy, and surprise, Judy's a fucking bitch in return.
Well, yeah, of course she is.
What are you looking at? Pictures? Quit it!
What are you staring at?
So we cut to lunch, where Angela's sitting there, quiet, staring straight ahead, not eating. So Muscles McTight's shirt walks up with his fucking dick basically bulging out of his fucking teeny tiny red little fucking shorts, comes over and starts talking to Angela about her not eating.
Angela, Meg tells me you haven't eaten much since you've been here. Is that true?
You won't get a peep out of this one. She hasn't said a word in 3 days.
How about if you and me take a walk into the kitchen, see if we can find you something you like? That sound okay?
Like, he kneeled down, and I know damn well one of his balls came out. There is no way that shit stayed in that little...
Oh, yeah, for real. So, Muscle McTight Pants fucking takes Angela back into the kitchen, into the hands of the pedo chef, and says this.
Hey, why ain't you one of our new campers? Angela, this is Audio, head chef.
Well, hello there, Angela.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be the responsible counselor.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, Muscles is supposed to be the responsible one. So he takes him back to Pedo, and he's like, Pedo chef, and he's like, here.
Get her some ice cream or something.
And then he gets called away to something.
Phone for you and Mel, Ron.
Do me a favor, get Mel, will you? See what we can do, okay, Artie? Catch you later.
No problem. I'll find something she likes. I bet we can find something interesting in the walk-in. You never know what you can find in there.
So Pedo Chef takes her into the pantry and says,
he's like, what's
this?
Maybe I can help you decide. You sure are a sweet-looking little cupcake, Angela. Yeah, I think I got something you're gonna like real good.
He's like, what, a tube steak?
Well, he basically starts unbuttoning it, like undoing his fucking pants when Ricky busts in, and Ricky almost gets his fucking ass beat.
Yeah, but Ricky with the, you know, Ricky, hey.
Ricky's fucking awesome.
Ricky's fucking awesome. He stood up for her, you know, and went at that pet pig. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he can't overpower Pedo Pig, but he tried.
Okay, so anyway.
Pedo Pig's, okay, so this is what I like. Pedo Pig's walking out, right? Okay, he's adjusting his shit. Still putting fucking playing with his belt.
Yeah.
And he gets out there, and old man Cabbage Face, you know.
You mean Mel the owner?
Mel the owner with a cigar constantly.
Comes in, what's going on here? Or what he says?
Mel looks like his face is melting.
Well, he says this.
What was that all about? Guess I scared him.
Right? And the dude's just like...
yeah, Pedo Pig.
Fire, Pedo Pig!
Pedo Pig is adjusting his belt. You're like, hey, what happened to those kids? Why were they right away? I don't fucking know. You're pulling your zipper up.
I know.
Are you fucking serious? Do you need, like, to paint a picture?
And why couldn't James Earl Jones' dad been like, Mel, he was fucking gonna threaten the kid. He was gonna fuck a kid again.
Yeah, he's pretty much, like, looking at them and foaming at their mouth.
So blah blah fucking blah. We cut to the Pedo Pig cooking in this huge fucking pot. Like a pot that's like 4 foot fucking tall.
Shit.
Right?
Yeah, you can swim in that fucker.
And, you know, he's getting up on a chair, pouring salt in it.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones' dad leaves to go do something.
I can't remember what he have to do with it, whatever.
But then the killer comes in, right? This is the first thing of the killer. And kind of pushes the chair a little bit. So dude's like, oh no, holding on to the thing. Dude, he could have just fell sideways and just not had any problems. But no, he doesn't. He just keeps holding on to that shelf, saying this.
You're gonna kill me. Well, get the hell over here and help me down. Come on, kid. Get me down, I'll make you a nice ice cream sundae. Okay?
Grabs the fucking chair and pulls it.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Oh, you little shit! When you get down from me, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off! Ben! Help! Ben! Ben, get the hell out of here! Ben! Help! Ben! Ben!
Which the dude falls, pulls down the fucking huge pot of boiling water,
shit goes all over.
and then
He got RoboCop.
He screams for fucking ever.
Forever. So he's laying there screaming.
And then
how long do you think it took the ambulance to get
Well, because
there?
it jump cuts to the fucking cops and the ambulance people, him being already wrapped up and taken off. So that means he's probably laying there screaming like that for like half an hour, 45 fucking minutes.
At least. And nobody, that didn't like PTSD anyone.
And then
for the rest of that whole
Mel,
summer.
He wants this all kept hush hush. He's talking to the fucking cops.
Mel,
and like, oh, it's an accident. The cop's like, yeah, it's an accident.
Look, can we move this along, please? No need to upset the campers, right? Well, I guess I'll be on my way.
These cops are more inept than Nick Millard cops.
Mel's talking to Detective Drebin because that's what he fucking looked like for a second. Anyway, he's telling him, look, he's basically coercing this whole fucking thing. Even with other cops. Man, he fucking almost did like a male Jedi mind tricked on him, you know what I mean? He's like, this was just an accident. Cop's like, it was an accident. You don't need to investigate anything.
So, we cut to Ricky inside the boys' cabin. There's this dude laying on the ground, and they got a towel over his head. I was like, what, they got to waterboard him? No, they're not waterboarding him. They're tricking him into basically doing a sit-up into kid's butt.
You guys are gross.
Dude, I laughed. If that's such a dick move, that'd be so funny though to pull it on somebody. That was a good one. You know, it's terrible. I wouldn't want it to happen to myself though.
Oh yeah.
Personally, you know, wake up, smack yourself with a butt.
So, blah blah fucking blah, we cut to a counselor versus kids softball game, and this goes on for quite some time, but it does include my favorite line from this movie.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill. Fucking great.
What the hell? Dude, I loved the socks. I loved all the
every sock had
green,
stripes.
Yellow, green. I loved the striped socks. They were fucking everywhere.
Well, dude, this movie was totally 1983.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all over. Like, how high up the shorts went, how high up the striped socks went.
The shorts, and obviously...
The side ponytails.
A lot of kids in this video skipped leg day. That's obvious. Back in the day in the 80s, everybody skipped leg day. Except for Beefhead.
So, blah blah fucking blah. We cut to a social, like a dance at night, where these dudes are talking about Angela.
Man, I've been watching her all week, and she is fucked up. No, wait a second. You guys aren't afraid to ask Angela, are you? I think it might be kind of interesting if Angela were around tonight. Good, then you ask her. Oh, I would. Only wasn't my idea. Hey, and who am I to steal a buddy's great idea, huh? Unless, of course, you guys are chicken.
So they go over and they start talking to Angela, asking her out for her to walk. You know, just being like dickheads, like, want to go out? Want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
You know, we're not really going to. We're dicks.
Just being dicks.
Yeah.
Listen, Angela, let's say, me and you go for a little walk somewhere. What do we talk about tonight, huh? What's the matter? Can't you talk? I told you she was playing with half a deck. Angela the nutcake. Ain't that right, Angela? Ain't you Looney Tunes?
I thought somebody came to the... Was it Ricky that came to the rescue, or was it what's his name? The other kid. The one who was trying to get with her.
No, Ricky comes over in his cowboy hat.
Right.
Right? And he basically starts a whole big-ass fucking brawl with all of the fucking kids.
Remind you of anyone you know? Yo, Angela, how come you're so fucked up? I mean, like, what's your problem?
Hey, dick face, leave her alone.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do about it, asshole?
Ricky's got balls on him. And a mouth. Ricky fucking swears a lot, man.
Yeah, Ricky does. Well, a lot of these kids do, but yeah, Ricky has a fucking mouth.
Folks, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass to this. You and one arm.
Oh, shut up and let's go. Come on.
Pricks, shut your mouth.
Will you mouse here?
I don't give a shit.
You know, I think I better take you over to the infirmary before your mouth gets you in any more trouble.
I love that Sanders in it. He's like, fuckers!
So, nice guy Paul goes over to Angela now, and he's all trying to, like, you know, console her. And then he's like, starts talking about her accident, like when
One
she was
day
a kid.
this kid's gonna need a bodyguard.
Listen, I heard. I mean, Ricky told me all about it. Well, anyway, I'm really sorry about what happened to your family.
He's talking to her about the accident, which, like, I don't think you'd want to bring up, you know, to a girl you're trying to get with or whatever. Be like, yeah, I'm sorry you had an accident and your family was fucked up.
Yeah, sorry everybody's dead. Want to make out? Because Paul was pushy.
Well, later on.
Later on? You mean
Yeah.
I thought he was pushy right off the bat.
Well, no, because first he's going to tell a whole bunch of stories. Like, he tells a story about how he hung some chick's underwear up a flagpole.
Last year we hung the girl's panties on the flagpole. Sorry. We got caught anyway.
And Angela seemed quite amused a little bit.
Well, because he leaves.
She was opening up.
And she says goodnight.
Good night.
And Paul's all, whoa!
He was like, good night. I thought I was waiting for him to jump up in the air and click his heels together in the freeze frame, you know?
So, blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to a group of dudes and a group of chicks standing outside by the fucking lake. And the dudes are really trying to talk to the chicks into going skinny dipping.
Right.
The water is really warm at night. And what do you say, huh?
I don't know, Billy.
It's all very simple, right?
They're not down, so they turn them down.
Why don't you start with that?
The hell with you, then.
So what do the dudes fucking do? You think they go back to their bunk or like, let's go grab something to eat, let's go smoke a joint? No. They just decide they're going to go fucking skinny dipping by themselves.
Skinny dipping.
What the flying fuck, dude?
It was Daisy Dukes that convinced them all. He was the one, like, the ringleader of it. He was like, come on, guys, let's go jump in the lake. Whee! You know, so they all did, you know, and they were all hooting and hollering and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So while that's going on, this other dude and this chick take a canoe ride. When, just like everybody in this movie, it seems, dude starts being a dick rocking the fucking canoe.
And they rock themselves right into the goddamn water.
And she fucking just like, fuck you, and swims off.
Right.
He goes to hang out underneath the canoe.
And he's, what was he calling for? And you're like, dude, she swam away. You saw her swim away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever. But,
then the killer pops up. And he's like, what are you doing here?
What the hell are you doing here? I bet the rest of the boys will be interested in seeing you.
And then the killer drowns him. And then it cuts.
Like yeah. Well, then all the dudes come over, you know, after they were done doing their thing. One guy's in his tidy whities, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, dude, put your pants on, for fuck's sake. If I was one of your buddies, I'd be like, dude, come on. You know, we could basically see your balls at this
but they were all looking for him, but they didn't take the effort to, like, you know, flip over the canoe to look for him. They're just like, where's he at? Where's he at? Ah, fuck it.
One of them said, like, come on, he's just being a dick. And I'm like everybody in this movie, he's being a dick.
So we cut to boarding, where Counselor Dude here is trying to clean up all of the fucking mess and bitching about it like fucking crazy.
These peckerheads suck! How the hell did I get there? Pick up this, pick up that. Clean this, clean that. Right here, Mel. I'd like to see Mel get his fat ass down here and pick up something.
Well, there was a lot of shit.
Well, and he does love the word peckerheads. He uses the word peckerheads a million times in this fucking movie.
Needs to come back. That's an insult that needs to come back. Peckerhead.
And then he ends up finding the kid's body in the canoe. And a snake comes out of his mouth. Ah.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to the cops and the ambulance people taking his body out. Well, Mel's talking to
Burt
him.
Reynolds took him out and took him on the Cannonball Run.
And then Mel's talking to him, and he basically Jedi mind tricks this cop and be like, yeah, it's an accident, it's all good, let's go.
We'll have to wait for the medical examiner to check him over before we can be certain.
Of course he drowned. He was horsing around, the canoe tipped over, he must have hit his head.
I don't think so. Weren't any bumps or bruises when I checked. Though, again, I'm no expert on this matter.
It was obviously an accident. I mean, the boy might have got scared and panicked, right?
That could be a logical explanation.
Was that cop taped on mustache?
I don't remember. I know he was there later on, like near the ending he was there, but he might have been there too. He might have been the same cop that time.
Yeah.
If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. So we cut to the girls playing volleyball, and Paul comes up to Angela, which is not playing volleyball. She's just sitting there being Angela-like. Paul comes up to her and asks her out.
Start rapping.
Hiya, Angela. How's it going?
Okay. How's it going with you?
Could be better. Your cousin just whipped me in tennis. I was wondering, you want to go to the movie in the rec hall tonight?
I thought we had to go anyway.
Yeah, we do. But I meant seeing it together.
And then Judy, being the bitch that she is in her Judy shirt, is up there.
Just in case you forgot who
just
she is.
being jealous.
Hey, how come Angela gets to talk to the boys all day? And we have to play volleyball. What's she? Special? It doesn't seem fair, does it?
And Judy's got all kinds of dudes, apparently, at this place that are trying to get with her. You know, but she's so concerned with breaking up the whole Angela Paul thing.
Yeah.
Can't just mind your business.
So she gets Meg to go up to Angela and start yelling at her.
Oh, she called in the heavies.
Yeah.
Listen, Angela, if you're not going to participate in our activities, then you just sit there and you do nothing. That does not include talking with the boys. You're not a goddamn prima donna, you know? Understand?
So blah blah fucking blah. After a dance, Paul walks Angela back to her bunk, where he takes her around the corner and surprise kisses her.
I hope you're not mad I did that.
I'm not mad.
Which she's kind of like shocked by. She's not really into it here.
I better go in.
And this is where Paul's pretty fucking pushy, because he asks for another one.
Can I have another one? You know, another goodnight kiss?
He kisses her. She fucking kind of pulls back a little bit, you know, and be like, well, you know. He's like, oh, is it okay I did that, you know, whatever. Like, she doesn't give him any signs of, like, yeah, that's cool. He's like, wait, I want another.
And
I'm
then
like,
he takes another, and then she kind of fucking runs off.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta go. I'm waiting for her to chase around the building, like, wait, I want another. I want another. Angela, God, you're a bitch.
And then it cuts to the boys in the boys' bunk doing the whipped cream prank. You know, you put the whipped cream in or shaving cream in the dude's hand.
Dude, I laughed.
And then you do the fucking thing.
I laughed.
Yeah, Mozart.
Like,
He was like, black. Classic.
It's still funny to me.
Yeah.
You know?
But then what's not funny is Mozart gets up, grabs a fucking knife, and chases Ricky around.
I know, look, with all whipped cream to the face, that's one thing. A stabbing? I don't think it's necessary.
Until one of the muscly counselors comes in, takes Mozart's knife, hides it under a pair of pants where everybody saw.
Tony Danza.
And then they all dogpile Paul for some reason. So we cut to the next morning where Angela's sitting out on these bleachers and Paul comes up and guess who's her?
Guess who?
Ricky.
Nope.
Burt Reynolds.
Wow, look at that. Another Burt Reynolds reference in this fucking thing.
Yeah, dude. She's like, R. Kelly.
You're getting warmer.
I give up.
Surprise.
Who are you?
Oh yeah, guess what? Fucking Judy comes up and is a fucking bitch.
Wow, surprise, surprise. Could Judy do anything but be a bitch?
It isn't the two lovebirds.
Why don't you get out of here?
Oh, sorry.
She's such a jerk sometimes, isn't she?
What is the issue with her?
Well, fucking Judy goes down to the water, talks to Meg. Meg comes up and just starts being a fucking bitch and yelling at Angela.
And of course, like any other time, Paul gets up and dips the fuck out.
Yeah, as soon as she saw him, Meg coming.
Like,
Not going in the water again, huh, Angela? What's the matter? Don't you like to swim? Can you swim? Angela, I'm talking to you. Are you going in the water or aren't you? Huh? Angela, I am waiting for an answer. Yes or no?
Whoa, dude, Meg's freaking out so much that Angela's not talking to her. She just starts grabbing her. I was like, Jesus Christ, until somebody fucking stops her. So blah, blah, fucking blah. Back in the girls' fucking bunk, Angela comes in, and guess what? Judy gives her more fucking shit.
What the fuck?
For not showering with them.
Hey, Angela. How come you never take showers when the rest of us do? Huh? You queer or something? Oh, I know what it is. You haven't reached puberty yet. Is that it? I bet you don't even have your period.
And then, you know, the nice counselor, she's like, well, you know, Angela can shower whenever she wants.
Angela's allowed to shower in the morning or any other time she wants to. Yeah. She takes showers when no one can see. She has no hair down below. Judy!
And this is when Judy does, like, my second favorite line. Is it Judy or is it Meg? When she freaks out and be like, you're a carpenter's dream! Here.
She's a real carpenter's dream. The light is a board and needs a screw. Enough! Fuck off!
fucking great line.
Evil.
So blah blah fucking blah. This is fucking strange. We cut to a water balloon fight on top of a roof. That's not fucking safe.
No.
Not at all.
Somebody would be like, hey. Fall the fuck off, yeah. Like, what the hell? This is not a very safe camp.
Oh, yeah, dude, obviously. There's been like 2 murders so far and nobody's done anything.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, the murders don't help.
So anyway, they're dickhead Angela, which basically just crumbles to the fucking ground.
I was like, damn, is there a rock in them fucking water balloons?
And then Ricky freaks the fuck out, dude. This scene is fucking great. He just comes over yelling, pointing here.
Fucking bastards are gonna pay for this! Cocksuckers! Pricks! I'm gonna fight you chicken shit!
What's the matter?
Pussies!
Angela!
I'm gonna fight you chicken shit! Come on, you fucking pussies! I'll kick your freaking asses over this goddamn camp, you fuck!
I love Ricky.
Yeah, dude, Ricky's fucking great.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you know, since nothing's really going on, good guy Paul comes over and consoles her. Angela,
He's
that
like,
is.
it's okay, let's make out. Can I have another?
So now we cut to the dudes from the water balloon fight in their bunk, and the main guy, he says he has to take a massive dump.
I gotta take a wicked dump first, so I'll see you guys down there, right?
So he goes into the bathroom, goes into the stall. The killer comes up, sticks a fucking broom handle through the fucking stall handles to lock the door. Goes outside around the back.
Takes the knife, cuts down through the...
Cuts the screen, and the dude's just like this.
No, we're playing games. Is that you, Benji? Jesus Christ, I can't even take a shit in peace around here.
You know, he's not like, oh, what the hell's going on? He's like, oh, you guys are jokers. But then sticks a stick with a beehive on it in through the hole of the thing.
Which would suck.
And shakes it off. And it falls in there and dude fucking trying to get out.
Freaking out. And finally he breaks down a door, but he just...
And he just hits the ground, where it shows from his hand slowly down to his eaten arm where the bees ate his flesh.
So bees eat flesh.
To his face all covered in bees.
Yeah. Not the
and that's
bees!
It. Not the bees! Ah! And at least this kid had the balls to use real bees, unlike Nicolas Cage with those crap CG ones.
Yeah, true. And he didn't punch out a woman like Nicolas Cage.
Lots of women. So blah blah fucking blah. We cut to sometime later at night where Paul comes up and scares Angela.
Boo! Scared you, huh?
I thought you were the killer.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you believe all that baloney.
Yeah, well, what happened to Billy?
Somebody was playing a joke and it got out of hand. Now, come on. Let's get out of here before we get caught. We're murdered.
Where are we going?
To the lake.
So they run down to the lake and kiss and like run around and like roughhouse until they end up on the ground where Paul really insists that he wants those boobs. So he's going down in her shirt trying to open it, and she has a flashback to her and Ricky being little kids.
Like staring into her dad's bedroom and
seeing the 2 guys from earlier, you know, the one dead one and one not, having gay sex. Well, they're not fucking. They're like, you know, laying there caressing and stuff like that.
Or whatever. They're having after sex talk, apparently.
And then it cuts to a scene where Ricky and Angela are in bed. Ricky doesn't have a shirt on, and it's spinning around, and Ricky's pointing at Angela.
Yeah, just slowly but surely pointing at her.
As it's spinning around.
Freaks out. Like, yeah!
Yeah, she jumps up and runs off.
And Paul's like, what'd I do?
And then blah blah fucking blah. It's now time for a capture the flag game.
Alright, gangsters, listen up, because this is going to be a lot of fun. Now listen, depending on what team you're on, you're either going to be wearing white strips or blue strips. Now the guys with the blue strips have to capture the white flag, and the guys with the white strips have to capture the blue flag. Sounds easy enough, right? Now to capture the flag, you got to sneak into the other guy's territory, capture his flag without getting one of your strips taken off. So the first guys to capture the flag wins. And that's about it.
He's explaining it, and I thought, okay, you know, I guess I understand the rules. And then, you know, then it was just fucking chaos.
Yeah.
You know, there's no counselors around going, no, line up, do whatever, you know. They're just like, run around in circles and try to grab each other's flag.
So Ricky and Angela come up with a plan to get the flag, which entails them going through the fucking woods, where they run into Judy being a bitch and seducing Paul and kissing him.
Oh, she's being a bitch, I can't believe it.
Come on, no one will see us. Jesus, will you loosen up already? Wasn't so bad, was it?
I guess not.
Yeah, and then when she got Paul, and Paul was like, Angela saw it, freaks out. He was like, no, I did it.
I don't think Angela freaked out. I think she just stared blankly forward and then turned around and ran away.
Stared blankly forward, but yeah, but like he was like, hey, I didn't mean it.
Well, Ricky says this.
You're a real scumbag, Judy. You know that?
Fuck you, Ricky. You're just jealous. Same to you.
And then blah blah fucking blah cuts to Paul apologizing to Angela.
Angela, I'm really sorry about what happened before. I really am. I don't know what happened. She just wouldn't leave me alone. Come on, Angela. Please. Give me another chance, will ya? Please.
When Judy comes up and guess what? Is a fucking bitch.
Again?
Boy, Angela, you sure are forgiving. Especially after you told me what a prude you are. That is the word you used, isn't it, Paul?
I gotta
go. Bye, Paul.
Which this leads to...
What's the problem? My good friend, Angela here, doesn't feel like going in the water today. Oh, she doesn't, does she? Well, I think I can fix that.
Judy and Meg grabbing Angela, carrying her down to the water, right?
Yeah. She's freaking out, too.
And Ricky wants to save her like Ricky does, but Mel's just like, ah, rah, 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 rah.
Mel thinks that
Ricky's the killer.
Responsible for all the deaths.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's like all those other times. You get into trouble, you run to a rescue and try to take care of everybody. How are you going to do it this time? Another drowning or something worse?
What are you talking about? Let me go!
I saw you those times. In a rec room at the water fight, you killed them.
So they throw Angela in the water. She kind of struggles around for a little bit.
Yeah, and Peckerhead comes over and gets her out.
Calls Meg and Judy Peckerheads.
Yeah.
You're a real peckerhead, you know that, Meg?
And then as Ricky and Angela are walking off the dock, these little fucking bastard kids are throwing sand on their legs.
And I love Ricky's response.
Fuckers! Fuckers!
I was like, go Ricky! I like Ricky.
So blah blah fucking blah. Meg makes a date with Mel.
Listen, I was thinking. Remember that dinner you promised me? Up at your place?
Yeah. 9:30?
You got it. See you then.
And I was like,
ooh! Fucking gross! How old is Meg supposed to be in this movie? Like, Mel's like 58-ish.
Of age? You know, she's got to be at least 17, I guess. I don't know. But Mel's gross. In fact, a lot of these counselors, besides James Earl Jones' dad, are gross.
Well, I mean, Muscle McTight shorts, he wasn't gross. I mean, besides his dick poking out of every pair of fucking shorts he has, he was a nice guy.
No, he was a nice guy, but he was also a fucking irresponsible counselor.
Yeah, they're all irresponsible counselors.
True that. And if he wasn't, there wouldn't be this many kids, missing or dead.
So, blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to Meg taking a shower, getting ready for her date with Mel. So she's in the shower when the killer stabs her through the fucking wall.
He just slowly takes that shit down.
Yeah.
Well, she couldn't get a shower in the other one. Why? Because there was a big line.
Yeah, that didn't really matter. That's why I didn't bring it up.
But anyway. So she's dead.
Well,
that's another one.
The killer, after doing the stabbing and cutting, turns off the water and walks away. So blah, blah, fucking blah. Paul apologizes to Angela again.
Look, Angela, I'm really sorry about what I did. I know I was wrong. Can't you forgive me just this once? Please? I didn't mean what I said about you. I was just pissed off. I swear it.
But this time she tells him to meet her by the lake.
Meet me at the waterfront after the social.
I'll be there.
So he's like, I'll be there. And he's all excited again because this is a chance again for Paul to get
the poon. So blah, blah, fucking blah. Mel goes looking for Meg, right? He goes into the fucking shower room. And Meg, which has what, been standing against that wall for an hour or so, finally now falls out of the shower.
Through the thing.
And I do kind of love Mel's whole mixture of, oh no, Meg, and Ricky, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, he was more upset about the Ricky thing.
It's a great mix here.
Oh my God. Fuck you, Meg. to get back at me. I had him, Rick. I had him. I let him go. Forgive me, Rick. Please forgive me. I'll stop him. Gotta stop him. He won't get away, Rick. He'll never get away from me again.
But first off, wait, how the fuck was she just standing there?
For that long, I know.
And it just went...
Just so conveniently as soon as Mel walks in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he didn't even touch the shower curtain or anything. He just walked in the door and she's like, eh. So, blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to Judy and some random dude making out in Judy's cabin. And, of course, Judy's even a bitch while making out. She complains about how wet it is.
Do you have to kiss so wet?
Sorry.
And this bitch do nothing but complain.
No.
This whole thing. I mean, she isn't trying to personally traumatize Angela. She's just
A bitch to everybody. So blah blah fucking blah. A little bit later on, we cut to Judy curling her hair.
Right.
When the killer walks up to the door, slowly walks over.
You see like the silhouette, but you don't really get to see the person.
No. So the killer walks over to Judy, punches her the fuck out,
Plot.
And then very slowly, in silhouette, inserts her curling iron into her vagina.
Yep.
And kills her.
Just like that.
And then hides her under the bed.
Can you die from a burned vagina?
Maybe if it's burnt enough, I guess.
If it's burnt enough. I mean, that would just hurt a lot.
So blah blah fucking blah. I didn't mention how like some young kids and one of the counselors went out to the woods for camping.
Oh, but
that does not matter.
They did, and they died.
Well, that counselor finds 3 dead kids and pukes
all over the dead kids. So like you're like, well, dumbass. You're the one who left them out in the woods and took the other ones back to the camp and shit.
Yeah, because that's what happened. So blah blah fucking blah. Mel snaps because he sees Ricky, fucking grabs him and slaps him down.
Dude, and then he pushes him down and does like
slapping the shit out of him.
Stop it! I didn't do anything, you crazy fuck!
And then he starts fucking beating him like he's a goddamn chimpanzee.
Yeah. Banging the shit out of him with his fucking with his fist, hammer fist.
Just like I promised him, Maggie. I got him.
So I was like, all right, I think he's had enough there, champ.
So after he knocks Ricky out, he walks onto the archery field and gets shot in the neck with an arrow.
It can't be. It can't be.
He's like, it's you, Blit. And I was like,
So we cut the counselors out looking for Ricky and Angela and Paul and like the kids that they can't find.
Right, which is half of them.
So Paul finally meets up with Angela by the lake, and Angela wants to go skinny dipping. She tells him to take his clothes off.
Let's go swimming.
Now? What about our clothes?
Take them off.
Okay.
He does.
Yes.
And then, blah, blah, fucking blah, the cop and counselors find beat Ricky.
Found one.
Ricky.
And they're like, Ricky. And all of a sudden, when Ricky came back, he was still alive. I'm like, dude, Ricky's a fucking badass.
Ricky's a badass.
He took all that, and he was still up and ready for more.
And then, blah, blah, fucking blah, the counselors and taped-on mustache cop find Meg's body, which we don't see again, but it zooms in on mustache cop's face, and it's kind of great.
I love it. You can see, like, the glistening of the tape.
So, blah, blah, fucking blah, we're coming pretty close to the ending of this. The counselors are walking down towards the lake, and they hear singing.
Hey, you hear something?
What?
Listen. It sounds like singing. Damn it. It's coming from over here.
We're humming. Whatever.
They say singing, but yeah. And this is where they find Angela naked, caressing Paul's head. So you're like, ooh, did we just catch them after fucking?
I think we did. I mean, that's what I thought at first.
But then it cuts to a fucking flashback with the aunt, right? And she's saying all of this.
As a welcome home present, I bought you such wonderful new clothes. I just hope that Richard doesn't get jealous that I didn't get him anything. Oh, but then he is such a dear. I'm sure that he won't mind. You see, I've always wanted a little girl. But of course, when my husband left, oh Oh, well, that's all water under the bridge, as I always say. Water under the bridge. But it certainly will be a nice little surprise when Richard comes home to find a little girl in the house. Yes, I've always dreamed of a little girl just like you. I mean, we already have a boy, so another one simply would not do. Oh, no, absolutely not. A little girl would be so much nicer, don't you think so, Angela? Angela. Such a lovely name. Why, I believe it means angel. Why, yes, I'm sure it does. I know you're going to like that name. Won't you, Peter?
Wait a minute. Does that mean... Well, let's just cut to the next scene. Angela stands up. Hey, Paul's head's not connected to his body.
No.
And then we see
something connected to hers, though.
Angela's little dick.
God, she's a boy.
Angela was a fucking boy this whole entire time.
So the aunt made the boy Peter into Angela, and that's why Angela was probably
fucked up the whole time.
That's why she wanted nothing to do with kissing on Paul.
Yeah.
But like, dude, like, was she screaming?
Dude, that face, man. That face is iconic. That face
looked like
makes
Sarah Silverman.
It's iconic as fuck. Yeah, and just
but like,
craziness.
Fucking crazy.
And if you
don't
stick around,
expect that at all.
if you stick around for the outtakes, you will see Bird's reaction to seeing it for the first time. I love Sleepaway Camp.
Dude, it was like fucking the kissing game.
The crying game, but before that.
The crying game, but a horror movie. You know?
And way earlier.
Right.
So yeah, I love Sleepaway Camp.
You love transvestites.
Well, it wasn't her fault.
Wasn't her fault.
Dude, okay, I'm just trying to think of this now. Did Ricky know?
What?
Ricky had to have known the whole fucking time. How could they have hid that from Ricky for 8 years?
Was he showered with her? Or bathed with her or whatever?
Wasn't Ricky...
I'm sure they kept her separated from him.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have fucked up earlier.
What'd you fuck up?
I'm thinking, whenever the kids saw the two dads and, like, the scene on the bed, was that Angela and Peter? Like, the real Peter before... Instead of Ricky. Was it not Ricky? Was it Peter that was doing the pointing?
Well, now you got me confused.
I know! This fucking movie, man. Whatever. Anyway, on that note, for Gutter Bird, this has been another one of the worst, greatest movies on YouTube. We'll see you next week for another Hallowtober. For one of Bird's favorites that I don't even know if I've actually seen the whole way through, Hell Night.
Hell Night. Yes.
We'll see you later.
Because it's got Linda Blair. And she was hot the truck.
So yeah, we're here right now, and I decided we're watching Sleepaway Camp. I'm going to film Bird's reaction to the ending.
I've always wanted a little girl, but of course when my husband left... Oh, well, that's all water under the bridge, as I always say. Water under the bridge. But it certainly will be a nice little surprise when Richard comes home to find a little girl in the house. Yes, I've always dreamed of a little girl just like you. I mean, we already have a boy, so another one simply would not do. Oh, no, absolutely not. A little girl would be so much nicer, don't you think so, Angela?
Oh, snap.
Such a lovely name. Why, I believe it means angel. Why, yes, I'm sure it does. I know you're going to like that name. Won't you, Peter?
Ha ha! What the fuck?
You weren't really expecting to see Angela's dick now, were you?
Not. It's like Sarah Silverman with a fucking dick.
Dude, that's how I cannot believe you have never fucking... This was never spoiled for you, ever. And that's how this movie ends.
Just like that.
Just like that.
What? It's like the fucking Crying Game, but a horror movie.
Way before the Crying Game.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking weird.